Hello, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alyssa. This is Petite Reads, part of Petitely Packaged. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me. I talk about romance, travel, books, mainly romance books, and hair and skincare, but mainly books and travel. And today I am going to be talking about Alyssa Cole's recent book. If you have not noticed the theme, I've been on an Alyssa Cole kick, mainly because she's been putting out a book every month since January, so she's been giving us all the things to read. And this review is about her latest book, Can't Wait for Love. I believe I said that right. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure the name is Can't Wait for Love. Can't Escape Love. You see, I was all wrong. It is Escape. It is Can't Escape Love. So let's jump into this. So Can't Escape Love is a novella. It's a part of the Reluctant Royal series. If you do not know about the Reluctant Royal series, watch this video here or there. Probably be here. Where I ramble on about how much I love the series, A Princess in Theory, and then definitely A Duke by Default. But A Princess in Theory first captured my heart. Can't Escape Love exists at the same time that A Duke by Default is happening. You do not have to read A Duke by Default, but this is the twin sister of the main character in A Duke by Default. So while her sister is dealing with her mess in Scotland and all the love and royal stuff going on over here, we have our heroine having her own love fiasco, whatever you want to call it, romance happening. So the characters are Regina, aka Reggie. We always call her Reggie. And then we have Gus, or Gustav. I love calling him Gustav. They met online like 4 years ago maybe, when Gustav was doing online like chats at night, doing puzzles and solving things, and Reggie was the only person to tune in and watch him. He is on the autism spectrum, and she is a non-able-bodied person who prefers to use her wheelchair because it gives her the best quality of life. She got meningitis when she was younger, and that left her with some life-changing consequences. She runs a very popular blerd site or nerd site called Girls with Glasses. She is developing her own like Comic-Con at the moment. But she finds herself with insomnia, and the only thing all those years ago that could put her to sleep was Gustav's voice. So she has her sister who has mad tech skills, like me. That's why I relate with her sister so much, even with all her messiness. Find out his information. So she sends him this script, and I loved that she got her sister to do all this digging and get her the information. She hit him up and was like, "Look, I need your voice. I know this is a little creepy, but a girl can't sleep." Well, she didn't say she couldn't sleep, but eventually she revealed that. And I've promised I'm not a creep, but get back to me. And that it kind of harkened back to the first book in the series, A Princess in Theory, where the main character was getting all these emails, and they were like, "Hey, you need to get back to us, like, remember us, blah, 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 like, why are you playing games?" So I thought that the parallels between book 1 and book 2.5 were very cute. And I just loved how Reggie and Gustav got back together, and it was like they hadn't been out of each other's lives all those years, and their friendship developed, and then their relationship developed, and you saw them working through like the previous hurt that they had from their previous relationships not working out, because their partner couldn't accept them the way that they were, and wanted to treat them like they needed help or couldn't understand their behavior based on that's how they live their everyday life due to their disabilities or being non-able-bodied. And so it was nice watching them like work through miscommunication, trying to figure things out, realizing, you know, I don't want to lose this person because I'm not opening up or I'm not sharing these things. And so I think that's very important and something that's kind of like overlooked, but also like it revealing like, oh, you know, you think you're treating someone like they're normal and you're saying these things, but you're actually having a negative impact on them. And you should try harder not to be like, oh, I just want you to be normal. That is that person's normal. And just accept it the way it is. Love them, and if you can't, leave it the way it is so they can go on with their life and find someone who will. And I love one that we're seeing a blurred girl get loved on, because you hear on Twitter all the time, blurred girls don't exist, or dudes be like, oh, I know they blurred girls. None of them were checking for me. They exist. You just weren't checking for us, okay? You wanted whoever. And I love that Reggie kind of defies the stereotype that we don't exist, and that she's made this huge platform, Girls with Glasses, for people to connect with. And it reminds me so much of Quirktastic. I'm a contributing writer for Quirktastic, disclosure. But just the parallels between like the con that's being made and how Reggie was putting in her nights and all this woman power and working her 9 to 5 and using every little bit of time that she had to pour into Girls with Glasses until she could quit her main job and say, this is my baby, this is my business, it's going to grow. We're putting out apps, we're putting on cons. Quirktastic is also putting on a con this May. So like seeing all those parallels to the story of the founder of Quirktastic, Brianda, it just like warmed my heart, because this is a field that we've kind of been like not pushed out of, but so much light hasn't been shown in terms of where we exist in it. And so to see the parallels between this genre of literature that I love so much and this genre of pop culture I love so much meld together perfectly in art imitating life is great in some aspects. And also women in tech, like hell yeah. So yeah, Black women in tech specifically, hell yeah. And I also appreciated that it was a person of color, interracial romance, because we don't get many of those. Although we did in A Duke by Default, you see that Reggie is African American and Gustav is Vietnamese American. And it's just such good writing. I mean, Gustav is great. I feel like Alyssa Cole has not written a man that I have not adored. But Gustav is great, and like watching him dote on her and treat her needs, and also like be accepting of her in his life. It's just like it's just a really good novella. I want it more. I suspect I'm going to see these characters a little bit more in the future, pop up again in one of the future books. But yeah, give Can't Escape Love a read. I give it 4 stars. She's a cute girl. She's 126 pages. That includes like I think 2 chapter preview to A Prince on Paper, which is the next book in the Reluctant Royal series. So yeah, read it. It's short. You can finish it in one day. If you have any other blurty book recommendations, leave them below. If you read the book or anything else by Alyssa Cole, I would love to know your thoughts. So comment below or tweet me. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you come back. And I'll see you next time. Bye.